In a bid to join the East African community and contribute to regional integration, the federal government and the Federal Republic of Somalia made its application in 2012. Questions concerning the state of insecurity has transformed the process to a delayed dream for our people and country, which we have sought and continue to seek harmonization. Firstly, on the issue of security, the targeting of Al-Shabaab throughout the country has intensified in the pursuit of securing a safe and stable Somalia. The increase of counter-terrorism and military operations has gained significant traction with support from our regional and international partners, including the African Union Transition Mission in Somalia, ATMIS, in which, let me emphasize that, our partners, our brothers from the East African community have played and still playing a crucial role in this exercise.
I hope that this verification mission will allow all stakeholders from different sectors, such as legal, political, security, economics, productive and social sectors, representative of civil society organizations, and the private sector to discuss all issues related to the common good of Somalian people. Our sole objective is to establish the Federal Republic of Somalia's level of conformity with the criteria for admission of foreign countries into the East African community as provided under the treaty establishing the East African community. I then assure that all delegations are present and committed to work hard during these 10 days related to our stay in this country.
It's an acknowledgement that many partner states of the East African community are sending support, both in terms of soldiers and in terms of other interactions that have been sent to Somalia to help Somalia stabilize. So that has happened even before the Federal Republic of Somalia joined the East African community. And you know very well that, in fact, in whatever partner state of the East African community you go, you find Somalis doing business. So already people are interacting and they've been interacting for many years. The Federal Republic of Somalia, as you noted in the opening speech, shares a border with one of the East African community countries, Kenya, just one example. Federal Republic of Somalia joining the East African community means a bigger market for them. Means free movement of goods, labor, services, the right of establishment, movement of capital. Those are all benefits you can get under the common market, under the customs union, and subsequently the monetary union, reducing the cost of doing business. So those are all benefits.
EAC application that the president put it there is one of the top priorities for the president of Somalia and for the Somali government. We believe that Somalia is standing on its feet, not because we just woke up one day and decided to do everything that's true, but also it's the help that came from the East African countries. And 3 countries that are sitting here even gave us their children to die for us. So this is not something that we take it light. It's a matter of formalizing a relationship we have. We can never give it back to Uganda or Burundi or Kenya, all the children they lost. But we can be good neighbors and support each other. One thing that I want you to keep in mind, 80%, maybe, I shouldn't say 80%, maybe 75% of the country has been always peaceful. Somaliland is peaceful, Puntland is peaceful, there is pockets of peaceful cities and peaceful parts of Somalia for the past 20 years. But what they do, these insurgents, is to show the world they are alive. So they have to come to a market and kill as many people as they want to. And no one can stop that, as we have seen in other parts of the world. And we will never forget for those of your children who gave their lives to us. So Somalia is secure and will be secure, and we will go from there. A deep water port for $320 million, completely owned by Somalis, have been completed in the state of Puntland and will be operational very soon for the intention of supporting 30 million people in Ethiopia, which is also landlocked. We signed oil exploration agreements that the world thinks that there is more oil than a lot of oil in Somalia. We have 8 million hectares of arable land. So not only we can feed ourselves, but we can feed we have always traded, and you could see that in your countries and adding value to the community. There was a 2013 study of KPMG and said that the Somali community add to the economy of Nairobi $2 billion a year. That's 10 years ago. So there is a value added if Somalia joins the community.
Say Somalia has the largest herd of camels anywhere else in the world. And in terms of goods, it's probably the first or the second if we consider Ethiopia. So it has the largest animal herd in the world. Sometimes a bit. Livelihoods include irrigation and farming and pastoralism and trade and all kind of things. Military junta. Have you ever heard of Siad Barre? He took over the country in 1969, and as you understand, during the time, and what used to happen, ran like a military state for a very long time. As you also the geopolitics of the time, 1960s and 70s, countries were either aligned east or west. That military man was aligned east. So you would understand the complex. This country was mostly aligned west. I mean, if you north was under British protectorate, which means they were on the west. And then the south here were Italians, which was on the east, if you read history. And therefore the country was, its internal politics was kind of mismanaged with the military, by the military, if I can say so. And he ruled until 1991, when he was ousted in an uprising. I'm sure you've heard. This was organic uprising from different parts. First time there was a formal constitution, a transitional constitution, a constitution that everybody agreed, a power sharing formula was done, and a president recognized in the world as a government recognized in Somalia was done in 2012. And the first person to occupy that seat was the current president, Hassan Sheikh.
Okay.
So you can understand his history goes far and cares about the country that much. And I knew there is quartz, here there is gypsum, there is uranium, there is iron ore, a lot of gold, potential gas, potential oil. All these things are waiting for East Africans to come and because they have not been exploited by Somalis because they didn't have a good government. So if Africans wanted to become rich, they will join, they will let Somalia in.